With little over a week left until the January transfer window closes, Liverpool fans are becoming increasingly resigned to the fact that the Reds will not be signed anyone this month. Coinciding with a loss in form that has seen Jurgen Klopp's side surrender the top spot in the Premier League, it has been a bitter pill to swallow and one made worse by the reigning champions' continual injury woes. Virgil van Dijk and Joe Gomez remain long-term absentees after suffering serious knee injuries, and while the Dutchman appears to be ahead of schedule and have been pictured running and kicking a ball during his continued rehabilitation, such activities have taken place away from Liverpool's AXA training center, with talks of a return to the near future somewhat premature. The duo will no doubt have their eyes set on the returns before the end of the season, with a place in the Netherlands and England squad for Euro 2020 a potential prize for their hard-fought effort, but they will not come back into Klopp's selection reckoning anytime soon. However, it's better news for the Reds regarding the rest of their walking wounded at a time when they need something to reignite their fortunes most. So what could Liverpool's strongest 11 look like after the transfer window slam shut later this month? Theo Squires takes a look. Alisson Becker no doubt is there. The Brazilian proved again against Manchester United at the weekend why he is the best goalkeeper in the world and his club's undisputed first-choice goalkeeper. He might have missed his fair share of games through injury in the past 18 months, but when he's fit, he starts and off. Colin Kelleher will step up should the 28-year-old suffer another enforced absence, with the young Irishman usurping Adrians as the Reds' deputy shot stopper. Despite the ever-changing centre-back partnership at Anfield this season, Liverpool's strong back four in the absence of Van Dijk and Gomez goes without saying. Although far from his best this season, Alexander-Arnold remains the Reds' first-choice right back, while Andy Robertson's position at left back is equally secure despite the signing of Kostas Tsimikas last summer. Fabinho has shown at centre-back this, even though Klopp's side are missing his services in midfield, while Joel Matip will start alongside him when back from injury. The only issue Liverpool have is keeping the Cameroonian fit, with Nat Phillips, Rhys Williams and Jordan Henderson all filling in his absence in recent weeks. Klopp has a plethora of midfield options to choose from, but with Fabinho utilized in defense, his strongest trio again seems rather obvious. Henderson is a must, with the Reds having also missed the captain's midfield presence when he has been required to drop into defense, while Thiago Alcantara will be looking to kickstart his Anfield career after injury following his summer move from Bayern Munich. The final position goes to Gini Wijnaldum. However, with the Dutchman out of contract in the summer and looking increasingly likely to move on, Klopp could start to pace him out as he has done in the past with Emre Can, Daniel Sturridge, Alberto Moreno and Adam Lallana. Should that be the case, Naby Keita is the obvious choice to step in if he can stay fit, with Curtis Jones and vice-captain James Milner also option if Klopp resists changing formation. For the first time since being less than together back in 2017, Liverpool's famous front three might not be as secure as it once was. Mohamed Salah, Sadio Mane and Roberto Firmino have all struggled in recent weeks as the Reds have ruled the absence of the injured Diogo Jota. The Portuguese is the obvious option to step up when fit again, with the 24-year-old currently on track to return next month, having been sidelined with a knee injury suffered against Midtjylland at the start of December. With Salah and Mane's places in the Liverpool starting 11 unquestioned regardless of hope, Firmino is the man most likely to make way. The Brazilian's goal-scoring return has been cause for concern for some time, but while it can be overlooked in favor of the other aspect of his game when his teammates are in form and delivering and his side are winning, recent results mean the scrutiny on his shoulders is harder than ever. A switch to 4-2-3-1 is possible to shoehorn the quartet, but with one of the Reds' best results of the season being their 5-0 victory away at Atlanta in the Champions League in a game which saw Jota lead the line at Firmino's expense. It could be an experiment Klopp will reintroduce when his summer signing returns should fortunes not improve. Takumi Minamino and Xherdan Shaqiri are further alternatives in attack and midfield, though the duo have not yet done enough to warrant forcing their way into Klopp's strongest 11.